Welcome back to the GSL Contest. We're at the scary part of the tournament. We know who's already out, or at least one of the players. Now we're going to find out who's going to get eliminated. It's going to be in between Last and Life. Now, I think we all have to probably side with Life here, but Last can win this.
Last has had good matches against Life, especially in MLG. So, you know, he is a very good Terran vs. Zerg player, and he can be very cheesy as well. He will do Reaper tactics. He will do Spider-Mine tactics. He will do occasionally from time to time. You can see him do mech. Life is going to have to be very careful. He's going to have to make those Zerglings work for him like he normally does.
Very true. All right, so again, I'm under the impression Last probably one of the most unknown players for our average GSL viewer, not the diehard guy that watches every Starcraft 2 game, but you know, wants to keep up with the best, you know, esports show on earth, GSL. Last is very solid. Don't be confused because you haven't seen him before. He's one of these new Kespa guys, and as a reminder, the Kespa guys are generally speaking outperforming the ESF guys. Yeah,
but Life, he's an exception. This guy can and will outperform anyone on a given day.
Like the best Zerg under the sun.
It seems so.
Say, along with Lenok.
Although Lenok is, he's trying to take that back from him. Well, that's what Lenok is. Lenok is
power play. It's a game of drones between those two.
Lenok is the middle child Zerg because we started out with Nesty, right? And Nesty was so good. Everyone loved him. And then Lenok came along, and for a little bit, we're like all about Lenok. And then Life comes along, the cute little young Life, and Lenok is all forgotten about. But guess what? He's stronger than a little baby.
Guess what? Artosis is a middle child, and he turned out just fine.
That's right.
That's true. All right. So the game is loading up. It's going to be on a classic StarCraft 2 map, Daybreak. A Terran versus Zerg. Will Last aggressive style win him the match, or will Nenok's Life's harass style pull through? We're going to find out soon here at GOMTV.net.
Or not. We have a little
we got to pause. That was a nice save there with the camera crane. Did you see that? It just went right into the logo. So, Artosis, how you doing today?
I'm doing really well, Tasteless. I'm having a great day so far, and these games have been pretty fantastic. It's so impressive to watch Parting play, and I'm really happy we have a third Protoss in that next round. So, how's your day going?
It's good. I woke up today. I exercised.
Nice.
Watched a little bit of your stream.
Nice. Oh, that'll make you stronger.
Yeah. I was just shouting at the screen the whole time. I was like, look out, Artosis is drop. And then, you know, I was like, go Artosis when he's attacking into him.
If you saw it, I saw it. You know.
I'm just too excited watching your games, Artosis.
Yeah, as you should be. As everyone should be.
As all the nerds should be.
It's so exciting to watch me defend.
It is. Watching the Tosis turtle. Are we? What was the issue? Do we see?
We have. Everyone wasn't connected together or something, so it might be another minute or two.
That's fine.
It looks like it will be about.
Nobody's actually better at this than us.
Well,
you guys see the blackout at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Did that happen? They basically lost a huge amount of lighting and micro crisis, right? Like they're gonna fix it. They're pros, but the commentators are they didn't know what to do, man.
They didn't know what to do.
They didn't know.
They should just talk.
They just put them on camera and they're just breathing into a paper bag. There has to be stuff going on, not for us.
Well, how do they even commentate football then? Because all it is pauses. So they should just pretend it was
if I understand right, though, the way that kind of sports broadcasting goes is they're being fed endless stats.
Oh.
And those guys are just they're parrots. Or, no, parrot's not the right thing to say. What is a parrot? Robots, I guess, are just being fed information, churning it out, you know, and then you got some play-by-play and stuff like that. But also, if you look at the broadcast style from esports to football, it's passive style broadcasting. You know,
what do you mean?
They just the way that we're talking here, we have to be much more engaged back and forth with each other constantly. Where in football, they'd be all right, get the set up here just a little bit, and then there's some downtime.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Basically, they don't have to be in full-on conversation constantly.
They're wimps.
They're noobs. So, esports casting is actually very different from a lot of conventional sports casting. Look at baseball sports casting. That's a lot of
I just watch so few sports that I'm not really sure. I remember basketball casting, but that's the only sport I really watched a lot of.
Yeah. Well, of course, the different kinds of sports require different kinds of casting.
Yeah.
You know what
basketball
I mean?
is one of the
you
more
look at baseball. What are you going to do? Play-by-play baseball? You're like, well, all right, they're all in the positions they're supposed to be in.
Yeah.
And we might have a ball thrown soon. I mean, it's an attempt to fill downtime, but in a lot of esports matches, there's not as much downtime. So
no, there's
and then
not
when
that
there is
much,
downtime, then we fill that anyways. So
yeah, we do things like talk about Pokemon or what we did that day, or terrible jokes, or just random ideas.
Talk about nerd culture, man.
That's right, nerd culture. That's what it is.
That's what it is. So it looks like people are leaving the game. Do you need to leave now?
Nope. Only 2 people have left the game, so they're figuring out what to do. They might be rewiring it to have Legend do the observing for everybody. Is what it looks like.
That could be as well.
I don't know if that's actually what they're doing.
Just want to make sure in case we're so good at this, and actually we're holding up the whole show. We haven't left yet. So yeah, we're here in the new studio at Samsung Station, which is like Wall Street of Seoul, which is way baller.
It's way baller.
It's sick.
Compared to where we were before, the second story of a school.
Yes, literally the second story of the school. But yeah, we moved up here. GOMTV's moved the studio over to this location, so definitely come down and check it out. It's really nice. It's in like I can't emphasize how nice the part of Seoul is that we're in right now.
It's superb. It's like really expensive.
It kind of symbolizes how well GOM's doing now. Yeah. GOM now expanding to other titles. We're in a super nice studio. We're up high up off the ground, so only the grappling hook nerds can get us from here.
They carry us up in one of those golden-plated like Roman carts.
No, you know what this is? This is a place where only the nerds with the double jump can get up here.
Someone has a rock and just rocket jumps.
When nerds come to Seoul, they got to unlock different parts of their character, and they see us up there, but they can't get up here. So what they have to do is get the double jump ability. It's like Castlevania. Do you ever play Castlevania?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on double jump in games in general?
Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense, but that's fine.
Like you take Castlevania Symphony of the Night, like when Alucard jumps and bat wings come out of his back for a second, and it kind of makes sense. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
but you play God of War, and Kratos just like hops like this in the middle of the air, and I'm like, I'm used to it.
He's believable. He's believable, but
everything else.
No, I would say it's good because if you only have like a more realistic like one jump, the stages aren't going to look as interesting. There might be ones where it's like
that's true.
You have to do it just right or something. With the double jump, I think it makes the games look better. Probably more fun.
I guess when you get 3D environments, especially.
There's like, I didn't think of. Yeah, I might be able to get over there.
I'm just always interested with games where they're not interested with the aesthetics of just somebody be like, your character went like that.
Yeah.
Like there's no animation for that.
Yeah.
You didn't play the recent God of War?
No. I got stuck somewhere on God of War 1. Like I got all of them, and then I started playing God of War 1, and there's like this part where, right in the beginning too, where they're like shooting bows and arrows at you. You're supposed to push a crate over and jump on it to jump over. And they keep on blowing up my crate, man.
Actually, I'm going to be honest. Like, I occasionally get stuck.
I'm supposed to be Kratos, and they blow up my crate, man. I'm just Os.
I want to stream some single-player games, too, periodically on my stream coming up here, which is at Twitch TV /Tasteless TV. But, I mean, I was playing this, level on Heart of the Storm. I know you haven't played the single-player yet, but, I have to go to, one of these 3 pools on the map. And it's right in front of my face, and there's 1,000 people watching, and I can't find the pool. And I'm like, I don't see it. Where is it? People are like, it's in the center, down to the right. And I'm like, I don't see it. And the channel's going crazy, and I'm like, I don't know. You ever had that you just get stuck? You're like, what? Isn't this supposed to be obvious? And it is obvious, but for some reason you're not seeing it.
Today I learned Tasteless is dumb.
Tasteless can't beat a single-player game. No, actually, I'm really excited to...
I heard a rumor that you are telling people that you're playing it on Brutal, but actually you're playing it on Medium.
No, I'm playing it on Brutal.
That's what I heard that you're telling people.
Well, listen, the nerd paparazzi, all right, trying to get me in embarrassing photos of me on normal.
Is that
actually
right?
What happens the very first time when my stream actually crashed and sucked? I went on normal, and then I'm like, this is so easy, and then I went on brutal, and I'm like, well, this is still pretty easy, so it's brutal now. Are we ready to go in the game?
They're trying to invite me, and it's just not really going in. I'm a bit confused.
Hope we still get our preview computer in there. The setup that we have right now is the screen that I have right here is the screen that it sees what you guys see at home, and then we have this backup computer over here. If we don't Like, you know, we just want to check how many minerals are at base or something like that. So hopefully we'll get this sorted out pretty soon here.
A little bit weird.
So how's your baby doing?
Just the cutest thing you ever saw, Tasteless.
Getting bigger.
Cutest thing ever.
It's actually weird how fast babies grow. Like, you know how big they're going to get,
fast.
but they grow fast.
That is, it's actually a little bit crazy.
It's
how
pretty
fast
wild,
they grow, man.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't even realize it. But then I'm like, you can reach that?
Yeah. You got to baby-proof your house.
Listen, if you ever lose a dirty hypodermic needle somewhere, you let me know and I'll bring my baby, man. She'll find it in like 2 seconds. Anything she's not supposed to have, man, she gets it.
Yeah.
You have to be quick or it might go in the mouth. You never know.
No, it's scary, actually.
I don't want her eating any tasteless needles.
All the needles I left to shoot up with in my house. Like, when the baby comes over, can you please check behind the couch, Tasteless? I wouldn't want baby touching any of that stuff. So, are we having a hard time specifically on our computer?
I don't know. Actually, I'm not too sure about that. But as you see,
I'm watching you try to enter the lobby. He's trying to enter the lobby right now, and he can't.
Yeah,
it says entering lobby, but
it's hard to say. I don't know. That's fine though.
I don't know.
Hopefully, someone fixes this for us eventually, and we figure out what's going on. But until then.
All right, let's talk about something else.
Okay, here, let's talk about this. As you know, I got a 3DS for
that's right.
my birthday, and I got Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. You know that N64 game? Did you ever play that N64?
Of course I played that,
game.
man. I played like almost every
game.
game.
They remade it 3D. It's actually better and better graphics on this little handheld, which is blowing my mind. Because the last time I actually played a video game system a lot that wasn't Starcraft was N64. Like, that's the last time I actually played video games.
So, like, graphics
basically,
actually,
as far as I know, games were transported into, like, just a smaller thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. This is, like, what I'm used to.
No, it's actually amazing. You know what's funny about N64 games is when you go back and try to play, like GoldenEye. You played GoldenEye, right?
I did, yeah, okay, of course. Who didn't?
I thought we weren't going to be able to be friends for a second. So, you know, when you look at, like, a game like GoldenEye, I can't even play it now on N64 because it's so like choppy, especially multiplayer, which is just like this like sped up slideshow.
Yeah.
We're gonna
get the password for this account. Just give me a minute, Taste. You keep filling.
I'm like, as you're typing in the password, as we're trying to make this look like functional, smooth live TV. I'm just like, all right, what's the capital of this? And
imagine if I got it too. I'm just like nailing it. I'm like Spokane.
Like, how many capitals of the United States can you name?
All of them.
So, yeah, we're going to relog in. I guess now the problem came in over here to this computer. So, once we get that in there.
I got to put my keyboard like this or the nerds are going to know.
Oh, yeah, that's actually true.
Oh, wait. I typed it wrong. Hold on. All right.
Be cool, Artosis. You can do this.
What if I took like an hour to do this and like everyone just gets tired or something?
You just couldn't type it in. And as we can see here, our players are still waiting in their respective booths. This is, of course, a little bit of a nuisance to both of them. You get the adrenaline going.
Okay.
What's wrong?
I was typing.
What's wrong, Artie?
I got it. 1 second. You keep going, Tasteless.
All right. Well, as you can see, you know, adrenaline's there, the momentum's there, and then boom. Obviously, we got to get this fixed. Obviously, I got to sit up straight. Are we in?
Yeah. Everything should be good in just a second.
So we should be able to join into the game in a second.
Here we go. All right.
And yeah.
We did it.
Yeah. We're in. We're ready. This is good.
That was hardcore. That was
Artosis, you were great back there.
Thanks. I typed that password in wrong like 9 times.
I saw that.
I'm not used to this keyboard. I don't know. It's the keyboard's fault. It has nothing to do with me.
Look at you like a novice player.
I'm like, what is this?
You're like, that's the controls.
I only used the Dvorak.
All right, we're going to get this going. As we enter into this game 1 of the losers match here with last against life here at the GSL Code S. Like here at the GSL Code S. All right. All right. We'll intro this momentarily. We have to let the players, obviously, know.
That's pretty sick. I love that countdown.
That is pretty sick. All right, over here in the upper right, in the red, we have our Terran player with aggressive style. He is Life.
All right.
All right, well, this is where, I'm not going to lie, guys, we might enter into...
You know what? Life...
Yeah.
Life was set as an observer. They did not set correctly who's who.
Oh. So we're going to get...
Wouldn't that be funny? It's like Legend plays for Life and then beats last. Legend goes in the round of 16.
Legend moves on around to 16.
That would be awesome.
All right.
Well, here's where we really earn our money, Tasteless.
This is why they pay us the big bucks, Artosis.
Yeah,
so we'll have to remake the game, obviously. It doesn't... This won't really impact any of the strats they were going to do.
No, they did nothing, basically.
Yeah.
They had like 6 SCVs.
Which is good because, you occasionally you have games where something does go wrong, like in the 10-minute marker, and it's like, oh, this is not good for anybody. But it looks like we're going to get this fixed.
Except the guy that was losing is pretty good for them.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, this is pretty good.
That's exactly what I do. When something good happens to me, I'm like, ah!
It's like...
Awesome.
It's not quite the same noise I make when I'm on the ladder and somebody just leaves like right at the start. That just like happens sometimes. You start the game.
I actually find that a bit frustrating. Unless I just lost a game I'm really angry about losing.
No,
I'm
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm like, I guess
I
deserved
I think it didn't count.
Yeah.
Then I rationalize it. I rationalize it in my mind. I'm like, well, that must happen probably about the same amount to everybody. So
I don't think so.
Therefore, it's fair. No, I have amazing luck with this actually.
Really. I have every now and then someone leaves.
Tastes on the ladder thing,
too
man.
often, no.
Nerds run and hide. They see me on, they go tasteless, and then they just turn off their computer and they just go under the bed.
Wow.
They hide under the bed.
They should.
Yeah.
So when they go into the bed, they realize that's where Artosis hangs out when he's not playing Starcraft.
Because normally Artosis hides in her nerds' beds, and right when they're getting ready to go into bed, his hand comes out. He goes, ah! Just grabs that nerd. He goes, ah! Yeah.
I'm the boogeyman.
You are.
It's all solved.
I actually can even see a horror movie of like a little nerd like looking under his bed, and he just sees like Artosis' face on the side. It'd be pretty scary.
Yeah, it would be pretty scary. The acting would probably be a lot like Troll.
You kind of like that Puppet and Saw or something. Just like scary enough, man. That Puppet and Saw was scary. Are we in this game yet?
No, man. Well, the thing is, these players are so good, we don't want anyone to leave, so we're just prolonging everything and making sure that everyone gets the longest amount of time possible in Code S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we're joining the game now.
All right, we're just going to make a new game, it looks like. Good call, I would say, at this point. All right.
Okay.
So we still have plenty of time to talk. Now, you haven't started playing Pokemon yet.
I don't think this is going to happen for a while, man.
What if you streamed yourself playing Pokemon? Because everyone's played Pokemon. And I know I would love to see you play it for the first time and just get angry. I'm like, are you putting out Pikachu against Onix? Really, Tasteless?
Which Pokemon am I supposed to play if I play it?
Just play like red or blue or yellow. Just one of the early ones.
Okay. I could do that.
I think you should. I would love to just watch you just make terrible Pokemon choices.
I was thinking about streaming something also like...
Pokemon's like part of our collective heritage at this point, and you are just... It's like you lived under a rock your whole life. I don't know.
It's true.
Yeah. What's good against fire types, Tasteless? Name 2 types that are good against fire types.
Like water and ice. I just like played enough video games. I know this.
Well, okay.
You're like, it's wind. I'm like, what? Like,
what's good against rock types?
I'm like jackhammer types. No. What's good against rock types? Soft types.
Oh, Tasteless.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you should stream Pokemon.
All right. In the upper right.
Wait, are we in a Starcraft game?
We finally have.
STX Sword, Luster.
What is the counter to the rock types?
Well, fighting is a really good counter, but grass is good as well.
Oh, I could see why. Okay. Bottom left, we have our Zerg player. Finally, he is.
Startail Lipo.
Well,
Subtosis.
Suppity.
Suppity sup. Artie McTosis.
That's me.
Whose back's got scoliosis.
Scoliosis.
Watch him cast Starcraft, you'll learn through osmosis. Or you just learn from listening to his cast.
Yeah, either way is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, my voice has, what's it called? Like
what?
Transmitter proteins or something that let things inside the cell wall and osmosis. That's
nice. Nice.
What does a voice with transmitter proteins, what is that like? Well, it smells like burnt hot dogs, my breath, so even though I don't eat meat, it's just, you know, that's...
Yeah. Artosis smell. His transmitter protein smell exactly like vegan protein whey. Like
yeah. Smells like a protein shake. It's like, yeah. A vanilla one. Believe it or not. Kind of weird.
You like the vanilla protein shakes?
No.
I like the chocolate ones, actually. And the funny thing is, I don't like chocolate in general, but I like a chocolate protein shake.
I don't really like anything sweet, but no, I don't really have an opinion. I don't really care. Well, looks like a 1-Rax expand for last. Nothing too out of the ordinary. You know, it's a little bit more popular nowadays to go for a Reaper into expand, but I'm not surprised that Last is switching up since Life is so good. He probably wants to do something a little bit unorthodox against him that Life hasn't practiced as much against.
All right, as you can see, he's going to drive out this Overlord here. And, yeah, it's going to go into a normal game. Fast expanding Terran, fast expanding Zerg.
Yeah, we'll see what they want to do in a minute here, Tasteless. Ask me something interesting. And if it's not interesting, then you're out.
Top 3 favorite fish, go.
Top 3 favorite fish? That's a great question.
That's a great question.
Well, you know what? That's, oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, look at this.
Okay, let's do this. I'm ready for this challenge.
She says, like, whales? Oh, God damn it.
I really like dolphins.
Whales, dolphins, and
sea otters. Okay.
Whales, dolphins, and alligators. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. That's such a good question, man.
It is. Rainbow fish, great fish.
I guess, you know,
piranha.
I kind of like hammerhead sharks for some reason.
Oh, they're
kind of interesting.
They're really cool.
They're kind of interesting. 3 favorite fish. Like clownfish. I don't want to say clownfish because, like, you know, I watched Finding Nemo and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be like that. You know,
clownfish in real life are pretty cool looking.
Maybe lionfish, anglers.
Artosis is like trouts. I'm like, oh my God, trout, really? Like sea bass?
No.
Because I'm feeling a little bit crazy to catfish.
Yeah, it's a good question though. That was a good one.
Well, you wonder why I'm all warmed up because we had to kill time.
Yeah.
For what felt like an eternity during that technical crisis.
Life right now going up to 4 queens, whereas reactor Hellions are going to be the order of the day from last. Of course, he could go into something even more crazy like a Stargate, or I was going to say Hellbats. With that armory on the way, there is no doubt in the world that Hellbats will be on the way. Probably throw it on a starport as well. Now that's the danger zone right there, Tasteless, is Hellbats against Zerg. They can be very, very powerful. In fact, there's a new style evolving where instead of using a lot of Widow Mines, you'll actually use Hellbats in your army.
It's so effective, too.
It seems
there's not a whole lot of sneaky micro you can do against it.
Oh, I know, right? You know? Like, Banelings are still going to be good, but you can't kill everything with Banelings, and if there's a few Hellbats, the Zerglings have a hard time, so... Yeah. Definitely something to watch out for, but what he's going to start out with is drops. He'll probably go double medevac and drop 4 Hellions and 2 Hellbats. It's most likely what we're going to see him open with. It just kind of fits together pretty well.
All right, we have Evo Chambers here set up to make somewhat of a wall. It looks like Life is going to sack one over. Oh, that's so sick. That was so sick. It was the sickest thing I ever saw. This is the song I sing when I see the sick things.
Wow. All right, well, now that he stalled that out, he could actually go for just 4 Hellbat drop instead of 2 Hellbat and 4 Hellion, which is fine, because right now he has no idea about that because of that Barracks being the only thing he really saw. So this could be really deadly, man. A Roach Horn is on the way, though, and that's definitely going to be something that helps out against a drop like this. because Hellbat's pretty good against Zerglings last I saw, which was this morning. And I don't think there's been a patch since then.
I believe you're right, Artosis.
But this is life, and his Lings are a little bit different. They're like little tiny Ultralisks. Oh god, here we go. He's holding that watchtower so that this is going to be seen at the last one. In fact, he might randomly fly through the Overlord path.
He might. Well, we'll see.
He might just not be seen.
Yeah, this might be like there's no room to react. Ling's coming up here, though. All right, and he's pulled those SCVs.
Yeah, doesn't quite get on that depot on the repair side quick enough. And now he shows Hellbat, so that could be...
here we go.
Oh, my God, and... Goodbye,
oh, my God.
Oh, he hasn't killed that many yet. He's only killed 5. But his medevacs still have plenty of health, so he's going to be able to do this for a while. And actually, Life is the one doing all the harassment damage.
Well, let's see if that stays that way.
Yeah. Got some more going down.
I got to say him.
Oh! Snipes the medevac. Very well done. Right now, 12 to 11 killed as far as workers go. Of course, workers going to be a little bit easier for Life to remake, but a little bit easier for Last to kill. He has 3 medevacs full of stuff right now. Oh my god. A lot of roaches going for a little attack now. Widowmine's on the way to help defend against this roach push. That's a lot of roaches, though. 2 Widowmines should not be enough to hold that off alone. Oh my god. Life really
solid defense here.
Yeah. And now he's actually going after the Hellbat.
Oh my god, he's actually going to hit the front so hard.
Yeah, and look at this. Light just playing so well right now.
He can just get so many SCVs here. The Hellbats are essentially, well, they're not even here anymore, but...
Yeah. In the meantime, he's still trying to do some damage.
He can just target down that bunker. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It really does not. And he's set off the Widow Mines already, so he's just able to rally his Lings right up.
He actually is just going to get inside the main, and I think that's how good Life is. All right.
Well, you got to watch out, because when you go mass Hellbats, Life is likely going to kill more of your SCVs with his Lings than you'll kill drones with double a Hellbat drop. Of course, that roach follow-up pretty important as well, but that has to be a bit frustrating for Last. I bet you he kills a lot of Zergs with that.
Yeah.
Life looks actually slightly annoyed that he tried that.
Yeah.
It's like, did you really try to use that unit against me?
You know who I am?
Do you know that unit's bad against my Lings? But Last was, he was a little bit over-aggressive there, thinking he could go in again. Like, Life was did the right thing. He had a Spine and 3 Queens to intercept that drop as it came in, as he did that Roach counter. Like, maybe if that drop had gone to the natural instead, he could have done something, but wow. All right, Life, you're good.
I don't know if Life's going to lose a game here.
Yeah, you might 2-0. You might 2-0 this guy.
I think so.
Last might get last in the group. He is down to his last life.
Whoa, Artosis, slow down there. All right. Well, that was one of those games where Life handled that pretty much perfectly, lost the minimal amount of drones, and also identified a common theme in StarCraft, which is that if they're dropping that much on you, they probably don't have very much at home. So
that's right. It's good.
If you're able to juggle tasks, he just walked up to the front of his base and wrecked it.
Yeah, it's not hard to have Roaches attack into that and then defend at home, That's definitely going to be a lot more multitasking for Last to do, and he put that upon himself.
Well, roaches are just so tough.
Yeah.
But if you're not prepared, if the Terran prepares for the roaches, roaches are terrible. But if they're not,
then they have to micro so fancy if they're not ready for the roaches. But then he also has to micro the drop, and both for Life are easier to micro. So, that's just the way it is, I guess.
Well, Belshire Vestige is going to be, or Vestige, is the map that Last wants to play on. And I'll tell you what, if Life loses this, he's going to go on Whirlwind.
Probably. I think that's not a bad idea. We'll see what Last wants to do this time. Will he go for another Hellbat play? Because he just kind of messed up all over the place there. That was like so quick and dirty that I don't know. He might just go for the same thing again and try to do it better. Could be.
All right. Well, it looks like the countdown has started. Will Last, one of our newest players to Codas, go out? Or will we see this go to game number 3 here with Life? By the way, one of the GSL champions, probably the best Zerg out there right now.
Yeah.
best StarCraft 2 Zerg to date right now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Can't argue with that very much, can you? Maybe Roro has a shot at that, but that's him and Leenock might be the only ones around. I don't know.
All right. Let's
maybe only Roro.
do this. We're here to find out who's going to be the first to be eliminated here from the final group in the round of 32. And who's going to go on to our rest of 3. Round number 5 here.